Good morning, first grade. Today for calendar, you need to please grab out your math meeting worksheet, which is in your Tuesday folder. Once you have that out, please make sure that you have your name on your paper. You will also need to make sure that you have by lesson 42. Lesson 42. Today for the date, I do want you to write the date down. This is going to be excellent practice for you to continue to do this. I need you to write November 10th, 2020. You'll remember that November is a proper noun. It's the name of a month of the year, so it needs a capital letter. So capital N for November, November 10th, 2020. November 10th, 2020. Okay? Today for calendar, I would actually like to start with our clock. So let's go ahead and take a look at my clock here. What time does my clock say? What time does my clock say? Well, remember that when my minute hand is down at the 6, that means half past. Okay, remember that can mean half past. And what's the other way to say that? The other way to say that is that it's 30 minutes after the hour. It's something 30. Now look at where my hour hand is. My hour hand is in between the 9 and the 10. Has it made it to the 10 o'clock hour yet? No. When it's in between two numbers, it always lands on the lesser of the two numbers. So in this case, it would be 9, the earlier time, 9. So this would be half past 9, or we could say 9:30. Now, if it's 9:30 now, what time was it 2 hours ago? What time was it 2 hours ago? Now, I didn't ask for anything with minutes, did I? Only said hours. So my hour hand is going to have to go which way? Forward or backwards? 2 hours ago. Backwards, right. 1, 2. Now, if I had my big clock, then you know that you would actually see the minute hand moving one whole time around backwards for 1 hour. A whole nother time around for the second hour. In this case, I just moved it 2 spaces in between. So what time was it 2 hours ago? Write that time, please, underneath the time spot. What time does this clock say? If you said 7:30, you were correct. 7:30. If your clock does not say, your time does not say 7:30, go ahead please and make sure that you get it to say 7:30. Okay? Now, today we are going to count by 5 on our counting. So we're going to start at the number 5 today. And we're going to count this first row counting by 5s. I will start and you can continue on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And can you finish these last 4 boxes? Go ahead and fill them in. Counting by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, let's check it out. 35, 40, 45, 50. Very good. Let's go ahead and do just a little bit more here. What comes after 50 when you count by 5s? 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Remember that when you're counting by fives, the only endings you're going to see in this one spot are zeros and fives. Okay, so if you have something else in between there, you will know that it is not correct. Okay, great job. For our sequencing today, you can see I have it written in this bottom spot here. You can go ahead and fill this in as well. You can see we have 11, 12, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21. What's happening in our pattern today? Well, in our pattern today, you're probably noticing that all we're doing is counting up by ones, and we have some missing numbers in there, don't we? So, what comes after 13 when I'm counting? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. Very good. Today for money, we are going to draw some money out. You are welcome to draw this money out with me if you would like. I'm going to do it over here today. I'm going to write a D for dimes. Okay, so if you're taking a look at what I have here, I'm working in this area over here. Because we have a shortened week, we're going to take 2 spaces for each day this week to get our extra work in. Okay, so here we're working with our money. You can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dimes, and I have 1 penny. 8 dimes and 1 penny. Remember that it is good for me to think about splitting my money up so that my brain remembers to stop talking about that certain kind of money. And you'll remember that dimes, I'm counting by tens, and pennies, I count by ones. So let's go ahead and count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, stop, count by ones, 81. How much total money did I have? 81 cents. So up in my money spot over here, I'm going to write 81 cents. Great job. And now we need to look at the numbers 4, 11, and 7. You'll notice those aren't in any order. Those are the 3 numbers we're going to be using though for our adding and subtracting fact families. I like to sometimes put them in order. That helps me to see my smallest number and my biggest number. Remember that when we are adding, we need it to equal our biggest number. Our biggest number is 11. And you'll remember that when we're subtracting with 4, 7, and 11, I have to start my subtraction problem with my largest number. So when I'm adding, my largest number is my sum. When I'm subtracting, my largest number is the first number of the subtraction problem. Now these are the only 2 other numbers I can use. I can't use anything else except for 4 and 7. I can't choose to use 9 and 2. I can't choose to use 8 and 3. I can't choose to use 5 and 6. My only number choices are 4 and 7. Okay, some of us have been trying to use other numbers. You cannot. 4, 7, and 11 are the only numbers we can use here for this fact family. Okay, so what plus what is 11? Well, 4 plus 7 is 11. Now remember that I can take those numbers then and I can move them around. So I can also say 7 plus 4 is 11. And those are my two adding problems. Now I need to subtract. Remember, I started already with my largest number, which is 11. Now I need to use my other numbers. If I say 11 minus 4, what is that going to equal? It'll equal 7. And then if I say 11 minus 7, I will equal 4. You'll notice that each time I did my addition or subtraction problem, I was only using 4, 7, and 11. There were no other numbers in there. Okay, only 4, 7, and 11. One more problem I would like to do with you this morning just means you need to be listening very carefully. It says, Michelle cut an apple into 4 equal pieces. She ate 1/4 of the apple. How many pieces of the apple does Michelle have left? Now, I wanted to show you this using a circle. Remember that I can break my circle into 4 pieces. She ate one of these pieces. How many pieces did she not eat? Well, how many of these did I not fill in? 1, 2, 3. So you would be correct if you said 3 pieces or 3 pieces of apple. Okay? Nice work. That was a lot of work that you just did with me, first grade. Thank you for sticking with me. Please make sure that this meeting worksheet gets into your red folder so that you're ready for Wednesday.